Hello, YouTubers. It's me, the Poet Pleasure Monday Messiah, the Sunday Sermon, the only free time KC Chess Champion and Digimon TCG Regional Champion, Marcus the Bone Duster Horns, baby, the big bad Duster Daddy. Holla if you hear me. So, and you can tell by the title of this video, unless you can't read, in case you're blind, and you just randomly click on your computer and you're hearing this voice. I've got my Wargreymon OTK deck profile. Past Monday came second in locals. Lost to a Sakuya, comboed off very quickly, but I also beat a Sakuya, so, you know, it's a bit like playing the casino, this deck. It's a combo deck. So before we go into deck profile, story time with the Duster Daddy, so make sure you got a glass of milk ready. So, if you've been watching the channel, if you know me, you know, I tend to play control decks. So I played Raw Knights for a very long time, then I won Regional Dart Sphere with Dragon Links, very control-y decks, and also, like, Raw Knights, you're just hard playing stuff 99% of the time. And then with Dragon Links, you sort of hard play level 5 to digivolve into a level 6. You don't do a lot of traditional digivolving from a 3 to a 6. A couple of guys in my locals, joking with me, of course, joking with the Duster, but just have a little moan that, oh, you don't digivolve, you never digivolve, you play these cringe decks that don't digivolve, you should play a deck that digivolves. So I'm like, fine, I'll play a deck that digivolves. This deck digivolves, it digivolves loads because it has X antibodies in it as well. So lots of digivolving. So there you go. So I did quite well. And funnily enough, one of the people I beat was one of the you know, moaners. One of the moaners, you know, yeah. So it was quite funny. I had a good time. They didn't have a good time, but I had a good time. But I got very lucky to be fair. I high rolled. I essentially, because it's a combo deck, yeah, there's a lot of search, as you'll see. And you got to find the pieces. But unfortunately, when I play this guy, he tends to remember the times I high roll him, and game two. He was playing Sakuya as well, so you know. And this is obviously not a meta deck, but I high rolled. I didn't do any search. I digivolved in the back, and my digivolving in the back was all the search I needed to do. Woo! Yeah. Jesus. So we'll go through the deck profile, and then we'll. I mean, the combos. It's also a piss easy combo. I was tired because my son. It's obviously been a bank holiday here in the UK, and we stayed at my wife's family overnight. And because my son's not used to sleeping in different places, you know, he's normally really good sleeping at night, but not that night, brother, not that night. And it was the day before locals. It was the Sunday night, and locals here in Northampton is the Monday night, Manuscript. So I was really tired. You know, you'd be really tired to play this. The combo is really. I said it's a combo, but on each of the cards, you need to find the cards. It's not doing a very complex combo per se. You just need to find all your pieces. You digivolve up a line. You OTK. So we'll go through the cards. The OTK comes pretty simple. So we're gonna flip. So eggs, free. See, fucking hell. Bit more coffee, mate. Playing 4 Coromon. I mean, you could play 3, because you never get through all these fucking eggs. They always say I play weird decks, so I'm okay. The most common red egg, the Koru, check security, draw a card. There you go. Very simple. You might do this once. And this is where the actual game planning comes in. Sometimes if you push out your rookie, because you're spending ages trying to find your pieces, you might not get another opportunity to raise in the back. So sometimes you just, you know, depending on the situation, how you're getting feeling, sometimes you don't do this because it might end up being too slow. You might just raise in the back and then pop off the combo. But there you go. On to rookies. Playing 4 of the good Wargreymon from BT12, search the top 4. You can add a Greymon or Omnimon in name, and a Tamer with Tychemere in its name. From into your hand. On the inheritable, all turns, if this is one's Greymon Omnimon in its name, get plus 1000 DP. There's some big boys in security. You can get up to, you know, up to 60 in case you do need some DP boosts. So that can come up, but obviously mainly doing it for search. Then we need more search, so we play 4 copies of this BT5 Wargreymon, which reveals the top 3 cards only. You can add 1 Digimon with a card with Greymon in its name, other than the cards that aren't technically got Greymon in its name in Japanese. And you can add 1 card with Omnimon in its name. Among them to your hand and place the remaining cards in the bottom deck. No inherited effect though, sad face. And then I mentioned X antibody, so you don't have to be a fucking rocket science to guess. We've got 4 copies of the BT9 Ogmon X antibody, which evos on an Ogmon for 0. Yes, lots of digivolving, guys, lots of digivolving. You roll top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Greymon, Omnimon in its name, and 1 X antibody among them. And then we're going to jump around a bit because I sort of ran out of room. We are running 3 copies of Garnet Memory Boost as well. This searches top 3. You can add a black or red Digimon card. And obviously got delay because it's Memory Boost. Gain 2. We do run 1 pure black Digimon, so that's why we're running Garnet instead of red Memory Boost. Then on to the 4s. Obviously you're going to run the best Greymon. Hasn't got an actual effect, but only costs 2 to Digivolve, and inherit effect, Sec +1, great card from Star Deck 1. I don't know if they reprinted this in RBO 1, I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did, I don't know, I might have just made up, I don't know what they were thinking making this an uncommon, crazy card. We're also running 4 copies of Greymon X Antibody from BT9, obviously 0 on a Greymon, so lots of Digivolving, some protection inherited there, you know, you have to, would it be deleted or return the handled deck? We're in effect, trash 2 cards at the same level, keep it in play, baby. Need some protection against security bombs when you do all your checks, or just general protection. There you go. And obviously running 1 copy of the good Greymon X Antibody, which has, I don't know if it's exactly the same protection, I think it probably is. And then also it's got the auto when it will Digivolve. You can reduce Digivolution costs by each colour. The 5s I run only have 1 colour, so reduce it by 1, but pretty cool, pretty cool. So on to those 5s. Yes, we're running 4 copies of the black, that's why we use Garnet Memory Boost. 4 copies of Metal Greymon from Starter Deck 15. Blockers irrelevant. The inherit effect, another Sec +1. Yes, boy. And then we're running 3 copies of Metal X, which has when Digivolving gains Sec +1, and then if it's got X Antibody or Metal Greymon in its sources, gets another 3k SDP boost, baby, but obviously for the Sec +1. Now on to the 2 combo enablers. So generally, you would get up this, you can see Omni X in the picture there, spoilers guys, spoilers, zoom in a bit, you can't see, pretend you didn't see that, guys. But generally, you try and get up a line until you get to your 5s, and you keep turn. You try and keep turn while you're at a 5, but then after that you don't need to keep turn because we run 4 copies of the secret BT14 Wargreymon, which has when Digivolving this can attack. Nor raid. We never fucking raid. Never raid for this combo because you spoilers. If you raid, your attack target's getting is going before you finish the attack, so you won't get to do any checks. So never do raid. So ignore that bit. Also, you could warp. There might be, I was too tired to think of a good opportunity to do this warp, but you could warp, it might come up if you manage to do some poking beforehand. But if you do warp, you will have enough sources from, spoiler, this guy to proc this, because the sources don't have to be red. And you will have the idea is to have X Antibody under this. Oh yeah, running 4 copies of X Antibody, obviously, I mean, I didn't have enough for him, but those are there. So the idea is that you have one of your level 5s, use X Antibody, you Digivolve into this to get the when Digivolving, this Digimon may attack. You do the when attacking, so your idea is you have a tamer, those are the tamers. When attacking, you get an extra Sec +1, piercing doesn't matter either. Then you proc the when Digivolving, the when attacking effect of X Antibody and sources to have this Digimon Digivolving the card of X Antibody in its traits in your hand for its Digivolution costs. Obviously playing 4 copies of Omnimon X, the only 4 copies I own, so I have to keep taking them out of different decks. I fucking want to use it in a different deck. Very annoying, especially because my Raw Knights deck is double slaved. I might have to buy more, but I don't have the money. That's just a pipe dream. I need to win the lottery. Omnimon X, when Digivolving, if it's got Omnimon or X Antibody, which it will do in its sources, you pick one of each of your Digimon, and your opponent's Digimon, delete the rest, and then this can bottom deck the last Digimon. Which is why if you raid, there's no attack target anymore. Assuming they've got no protection. Obviously if they've got protection, you may want to do the raid pierce, because you still do the checks. And then end of turn, which is why it makes it an OTK, after you finish your attack and doing your 5 security checks, one of your Digimon may gain rush for the turn and attack without suspending. So you can do all your security checks and then attack without suspending and win the game. So that's the OTK. And then obviously you've got some tamers, 2 copies of Core Boy, search as X antibody in trait and the option. And then when it would Digivolve into the same level Digimon, suspend, draw a card, gain memory, some more search. 2 copies of this tie, which gives an extra set +1 for your red Digimon with 4 more Digivolution sources. So an Ogu, Wargrey. I know it's not enough, is it? There's only 3. Ogu, Wargrey, and X antibody is only 3. So ignore what I just said. That is actually not enough. That's only 3 sources. If you got Koromon, you could do Koromon, Ogu, Wargrey, X antibody. So if you pull out a raising, that's actually enough. Yeah, Koru, Ogu, Wargrey, X antibody. It's 4 sources. So there you go. But obviously you'd only have, if you, assuming you got, you'd have this tamer. So you'd have 1, 2, that'd be 3 checks. As you'd get 1 from Tai, 1 from Wargrey. So yeah, if you manage to do a couple of pokes, you know. So ready come up. Run 2 copies of this tie. This has on play and start main. One of your Digimon gets 1000 DP and blocker. Sometimes the DP poos can be relevant. And then your turn, one of your Digimon Digivolves and Digimon Grandmon. You know, spend this Digimon, gain a memory. If you need to climb, it can help with a bit. It's just tie. I also only own 2 copies of this. Maybe you'd pay 4. I don't know. It's also cheaper, 3 cost tamer with tie in there. You could probably swap this for something, I don't fucking know. And 1 copy of Yu Yakuya, which gives, it's also a memory setter, also gives protection against options if your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon Grandmon name at the same level. And plus 2 KDP. Obviously, the biggest problem is it's not called Tai Kamiya, so it can't be searched for this. Wargreymon. So that's step profile. Woo! I'm not like DigiDread, I can't do very good photographs. You can have this very crap panning, pause the video, you know, even though I've gone through all the cards closer up. So yeah, that's it. What my matchup? Beautiful face back on. Another swig of coffee for the working man. Gotta go back to work today, some annual leave because wife's birthday and stuff, you know, yesterday. So I'm only going back today. So fucking hell. I've already turned on my laptop, make sure it fucking works. You know when you don't leave your laptop on for a week? Because I was off since last Wednesday. I had some other shit to do. Yeah. And you turn your laptop on. Does it still work? It still works, but those fucking emails. What would you do first? It doesn't really matter. Yes, it gets about my age, and you realise you can only do a certain amount of stuff in the day. And if you look at all that, well, yeah, I guess we'll go do some of it. I'm not an octopus, mate. So anyway, matchups. First round. I got it was Monday, and it's been 2 days, and I've had a glass of wine since then because it was my wife's birthday yesterday. Went to this Italian bear chocolate thing. They sell a really thick hot chocolate, and they put like hot chocolate around the mug. And we also had a cheese ball, and well, she had a glass of wine, I had a glass of wine. Mel Beck, if you're a wine connoisseur. Anyway, matchup. I still can't remember. No, I played. I'm probably gonna do this in the wrong order. What did I play? I lost to Sakuya. We'll do that first. We'll do my one loss to my man Liam, who joined us from BBS, who actually won locals that day. So he came first, I came second. Congratulations, big man. Come from BBS. And he's won Digimon now. He's already won Digimon. Maybe he'll leave us now that he's won Digimon once. He'll come and conquer all the games. I hope not. It's a good guy. And all the BBS crew are good guys. Good fun. I played. So I played him. He beat me playing Sakuya. He played it very aggressively. That Digivolution plugin, draw, Digivolve, proc all your inherits to gain those of memory and draw was there. Yeah, it was too much. He was too fast for me. I couldn't set up. And then I played Rocks. Playing my man playing Rocks, who uses an actual rock as his memory counter thing, which is quite fun. Once again, he needs to set up his rock inherit so he can do the Pyramid, you know, get set +1. So I won the casino. I went too fast. I did that. And then, obviously, I beat Sakuya. I think they didn't find their pieces fast enough. And I said, game 2, I just drew into it from the I just Digivolved in the back. I played one of the 3 drop ties. and I found all my pieces, and I won, and we had like 30 minutes left on the clock. So 1-1, and I was scared. He was searching for his pieces, and he couldn't find Ruin Mode. So he found Volderarm, but you don't do any on plays, and you only suspend once. So and like this tie isn't like suspend to get sec+1, the sec+1 guy. If he found Ruin Mode and double procs it, I wouldn't have been able to push out, so it may have saved him a turn. But no, he couldn't find his Ruin. He's playing 2 Ruin Modes. I mean, that's the funny thing as well, because Liam obviously joined the game relatively recently. He doesn't own any Ruin Modes, but won. And Liam actually beat the other person playing Securia. So there you go. Maybe Ruin Mode's overrated, maybe. But anyway, yeah. And then, my first match against Atmon. My man, I'm playing Atmon. The Atmons, I got my revenge, because when I was testing Dragon Links, you'd always beat me with Atmon. So I was always worried I would go into Dartsphere and face an Atmon. But no, I managed to beat him. Once again, this is very play in the back, push, OTK. So decks that needs to like slow your opponent, that you want to slow down. Control decks, really. Things like control, pop stuff. This doesn't care, because if you're playing the back, and you have to, sometimes you want to push out Coral, and sometimes the biggest risk is the Ogus in front of the Ogus. If you only have 2 Ogus in hand, you obviously want to search, but you also want to Evo on the Coral. But if you Evo on the Coral and then play an Ogu to search, you might not see any more Ogumon, so then you can't go in the back again. And if you push this out, and this is here, a lot of decks are just killing these 2. The check probably kills this. Some Digimon effect will kill this. And then if you haven't got an Ogu in the back, you haven't got any safe place to start building up your line to do the OTK. So it's a bit of a gamble. That's why I call it the casino deck. Because casino, in one part, you've got to find the whole line. Then also, what do you do with the rookies? Do you play them for the search, or do you keep them in back? Because you know you want to do this check, don't play this, the following turn, hatch again, go, Digivolve, and have a safe line. Some games you find loads of rookies, some games you only find 1 or 2. So, but anyway, a fun little deck. Obviously, I say you could try. This is 4 secret rares, and this is 4 of the really good broken secret rare. So, there you go. Up to you. To you. Also, Connects Antibody. This and this about the same fucking price. About the same price on Card Market. £5. £5. I was like, because I only owned 3 copies of X Antibody. I was like, does anybody have? As I was checked. Card Market. I was like, oh, well, they're about the same price. So someone sold me this for £5. Yeah. So I know some people were moaning about the price of 3 Evo Cup, but X Antibody, mate, it's going to make that bit fucking cheaper, isn't it? So anyway, that's the Wargreymon OTK deck profile. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye for now.